to take?
Why no one? Hey.
No one needs. 20 minutes? How long? No one took. Welcome.
It's not a good so it's not one of them. I'm not as much money. So long as you don't want it, who has me? Young watch out. You know, so you listen to me. She get. Of course, it's not the me. You see the walk, we don't want to cancel.
This is a really good angle. Yeah, sure. It's all gone, dude. It's all gone.
Engineering Pack on tomorrow with World Brands advertising Rachel from Ashurst and Selena from Cliff Charles.
Singapore. Tiger beer, brewed fresh and simple for Singapore.
Precious. See, I mean, I was impressed to see this was an out-of-the-box thinking of, rather I would say it's not a charitable initiative, but it's just to test the mindset of people that what is everybody running behind?
Exactly.
Hey, people doesn't have time. I mean, when I saw the two tags, one says, you know, take what you need and keep what you wish, keep if you wish. I was very disappointed that everybody wants to take and nobody wants to give back. This is like giving back to the society. Why didn't many notes come back was two reasons. One is probably people didn't have time, people didn't bother to notice, and that's where they forget to notice that there are so many people who need help and they can help. And secondly, they don't want to notice because they are so busy in the selfish life to fulfill their own motives and initiatives, right? But I'm very impressed with this, and I'll try to do it some other day, taking permission from the government.
Okay, so today at Raffles Place I spoke to maybe 3 people who were walking past our installation, and one of them was very curious as to why. She was wondering what exactly were our intentions and what we're trying to achieve with the delivery of the money. We had another old auntie who came by, and she wanted the money. She told me that she wanted the money so as to give to an old man, a disabled guy, who she had seen every day at Raffles Place, and she found this an incredibly charitable act and wanted to be a part of it. One other came by, and he was wondering how much money we had started with and how much money we had finished with. And he was expecting, or he had seen a few people putting their money up and donating their money, so he thought there was some sort of counterbalancing that was happening, even though that may not have been our original intention.
So the most common reaction was that when we had put "take what you need" up there, when people asked me if I was part of the project, I said yes, and they said, so why take what you need, and then also why here? Because they were very aware of the circumstance that no one in Raffles Place really needs it. And that was good because I got to have a very pretentious moment where I'd be like, well, have you looked around you? Because a lot of the people assumed, I think, that take what you need was for the people who were going through the thoroughfare where the money was placed, and that these would all be business people. These would all be people expecting high salaries. But other people, I said, well, I said to them, don't think there are other people around here who might need. And, one woman, upon seeing that, she was like, yeah, of course. And I think she realized an unintended sort of aspect of the project, which was she went and took a few $2 notes and made it very clear that she was taking them to give them there was a wheelchair, sort of, not a beggar, but a wheelchair sort of performer around the corner that she had seen, and she said there's no way this person can reach these notes, which was definitely something that we hadn't intended, and then she passed them to them. So in terms of take what you need, it became kind of an open statement to say what you need can also be given and it can be exchanged. And I think this is the point where people were very well agreeing with the fact that when it's something like money which can just be given straight away, it's the ultimate commodifier, then there was a lot of incentive. A lot of people actually did take what they needed, as in they took the money, and then they would distribute it immediately somewhere else. A lot of people told me they were doing that. That was quite interesting, and then they made it very clear to me that when we were filming that, no, I'm not taking this for myself. A lot of people did approach us and say, can we put money back up, in hopes that this money would then be distributed. So that the string line acted as almost a bit of a distribution method, which was very exciting.
Yeah. Anyways, when we first put up the stuff, there was this one Malay lady who came up to me and asked me, why are you doing this? Is this a social experiment? And I said, no, it's not me. It's not me. I'm just helping put it up. I'm just trying to deny to keep myself separate from the experiment, you might say, or whatever it was. But yeah, she was just like, I really like what you're doing. Can I take a photo? So yeah, I was like, fine. We went down and we took a selfie together in front of the stuff. She seemed like she really was appreciative of this. And I think one interesting thing that came out of it is can I put money up? She was the first person to ask, and that was within the first 3 minutes, 5 minutes maybe, of the whole thing. And she took out a $2 from her bag, and I was like, no, don't worry. We have a lot more where this came from. We have a kind sponsor. Just put this up. At least that will set a good precedent for everyone else. And she did. She put it up. And people started going to her and asking her questions about why she was doing this. I could see that, but I was just kind of lurking in the background. And she also had to explain and said like, oh, it wasn't me. She started pointing to me, and then people started coming to me, and I was just like, no. I also tried to deflect it to someone else. Yeah, it was an interesting process in that sense.